Alright guys, alright, that did it. Alright, I only need to learn how to empty the trash on this thing, which I for some reason didn't know how to do before. So today I'm going to be planting, Jesus, look at all those cars over there. There's like an estate sale going on, so there's quite a few cars. Sorry about the guy in the lawnmower over there. Anyway, we have quite a few things to plant. And not the best place to plant in. It's just the trees aren't cut down enough back there. Well, I haven't yet. We haven't decided which ones we're even going to cut down because my grandma hasn't gotten here with the chainsaw yet. I'm lucky, actually. I have 39 minutes worth of filming now because I emptied the trash, which I find to be very funny that I didn't know how to do that before. Which it took me like 2 seconds to actually learn how to, because I sat down and looked at, I wonder if I look at these extra gallery options, what'll happen. Oh wait, trash, yeah. That's how you clean up most of the storage space. You empty the trash bin. Just because it says you delete something doesn't mean it's fully deleted. Because obviously it wants to make sure you have backups. Just in case you didn't actually want to delete something, or you needed something back. Yeah, I got some sort of pumpkin seed in here. I have no idea what the hell this stuff is because I never labeled any of it. I know what that is. It's Native American corn, or as they call it, Indian corn. And then there's more pumpkin seeds. There's a few in here. I don't know what they go to. Then we got plenty of corn. So I'm going to sit it all, not in this gray bin, but in this smaller tote that I can carry with one hand. And then we're going to, there's actually two totes. Huh, that's handy. I'm going to put that back in there, but we have a pickaxe to help us plant with, because we don't have a rototiller. God, I have a blister in my boot, but I refuse to wear socks. Anyway, I'm such a hillbilly. My God. We just moved all that mulch over there. And then we have this to plant a bunch back there, but I'm definitely going to need to use the weed whacker on some of it. Because we do have some, I repeat, we do have some of the squash growing. Sorry if that just turned upside down. I'm an awful cameraman. It's very hard to move this stuff that I have when I'm, having to, or when I'm trying to film. I'll just move one thing at a time. Just grab that, put that there. Grab the pickaxe, put it over there. That didn't stay in the ground as much as I wanted it to. I didn't hit it in there hard enough. This gate is really finicky. You have to mess around with it. Anyway, so we have a massive compost pile now. Look at the size of this thing. That's my boot in comparison. At its peak height, we haven't used any of it yet, but at its peak height, it's also extremely moldy, and you have to wear a mask when you stir it up because of how many mold spores go up, which isn't good. I know that. It's just like it gets really wet and then dries out because the next day it's like 80 degrees out here. It's bloody hot. And I knew that when we were going to move here. I knew that it was going to be really hot here. Like it rains one day, it's kind of cool and stuff, and then it all evaporates pretty easily. So then you're just left with relatively kind of moist grass, not even wet. So it gets a lot of mold on it. It's like a perfect environment for growing mold. It's dark in there, and it's moist, like it's damp, but it's dry enough to the point where it's not like watery. And it's so much mold, it's really gross, and it spreads in like the matter of like 2 or 3 days to a week. It spreads really fast. So I will show you some good news though. I have like 39 minutes, so like 40 minutes of film time, so that's definitely a first. So pumpkin wise, oh damn it, well, whatever, I'll just cut that out. Anyway, but pumpkin-wise, you can see I hit one with the weed whacker here, sadly. And there's this one right here. And then there's this one. This is the squash. This is and Dominic will get this, or yeah, Dominic will. It's Gordy, or Wardy, I can't remember what we called him. We call him something. And this is his remains, and his seeds are, there's thorns all over that. Whatever that is. There's a lot of weeds back here. That's why we need a rototiller. But his seeds have begun to grow from the ground and have started to form into small little gourd plants, ornamental gourd plants. The other ones aren't doing the best. Well, yeah, because that ain't one of them. They're like, oh, what the hell, there's gnats getting on me. There's a, you can see this is where I planted an orange pumpkin, and it has not grown anything yet, sadly. I mean, that's kind of a given when you slap something in the ground, because they were getting moldy though. I didn't really want to mess with it that much. And this is where I grew a white one. You can still see some of the peel on the ground right there, with a rind on the outside from it. I don't know. The gourd has seen the best success so far. You can see all those weeds I cut down. They look like they're, my camera quality might not be good enough to really tell. But all this on this is all just chopped up, and it's because I grabbed a weed whacker. And because it's annoying having plants in my pathway. I need to do more work back here more often, but there's so much stuff to clear. It's a big task, but I will get it. I'll get it eventually all done. I could just sit out here and weed whack the entire rest of the day, but I want to. It's May, like mid-May, and so I don't want to give up the opportunity to plant. It's always good to have your pumpkins and stuff getting ready by the by, like, you know, I mean, we had a really early bloomer last year, 2020, for the fall harvest. We had one that was starting to ready up and ripen in late July, because I planted really early. But I didn't want to harvest it because I wanted it to see if I could get it like as big as I could. And it was the biggest one we had, but it got murdered by vine borers. It's a cursed name. We here in the Sheridan Co-op don't like them things. Them things will get you. They ruin everything. And I am very strongly opinionated on them. I have not so nice words to say about squash bugs and vine borers. That is true. Anyway, I need to get to work. I also probably should have brought water with me. Like, as in to water them with. Also for me to drink. I think that's poison oak growing up on that. Yeah, it definitely looks like poison oak right there. Well, I'll make sure not to touch it. It's all wilting. It looks like it's dying from the heat. If so, poison oak is a baby plant. Also turned you into one. Yeah, I'm just remembering that, you know, I'm going to be quiet and actually do what I said I was going to do. Alright. Sorry, I was going off on a tangent that no one needed to hear nor wanted to hear. Alright, I need to figure out a spot where I'm going to plant these. Because I already know I'm going to have squash stretching down from up there. Sorry, it's hard to maneuver this camera with stuff in my hands. Right here might be good if I clear it. I don't know. It's a process, I'll tell you that. Look at all that. It's so thick. I bet you, though, I could run a weed whacker through that and it would cut most of it down, though. It's all really thin, like, weedy little wimpy stuff. It's not like little shrubs and stuff. Most of it isn't. There are some little shrubs and stuff in here, but it's mostly just like little sticker bushes and stuff that aren't very tough. You could break them with your boot. And also like little saplings, but there aren't that many of them because they got weeded out by all the dumb little stuff that's in there. Because because it's weeds, it grows faster. Anyway, yeah, I got this pickaxe. Might as well set this camera up somewhere and start to clear this. Although I don't know really how to speed things up, I just know how to cut things now. So we'll see what I can do about this. There's just so much leaf litter, it's like a foot thick, so it's gotta be moved. If I want to plant anything, because nothing's going to be able to grow in leaf litter like that, unless I cut stuff down over there, because that's mostly dirt. There's a golf ball right there. You can probably see it underneath that stuff right there at the end of my finger. It's a little bright yellow one. It just fell down. Anyway, yeah. I mean, that's also too thick right there. All right, I'm going to set this thing up, stop blabbering, and start working, you know? All right. I'm going to sit it on that fence right there and hope that it stays up. Oh, I worked on this. I probably should grab a wheelbarrow, but I don't know. Damn, that's actually not as thick as I thought it was. Oh, it's good soil though, I'll tell you that. Ooh, I mean, it's mostly compost though. It's very loose, I'll say that. Alright, I'm gonna grab a wheelbarrow. I'll cut this part when I had it, because I need to move that stuff into the compost pile. There's too much of it. come back to the wheelbarrow and I'm ready to put stuff in it. This is going to be difficult, but this stuff is really hard to get. It's just so loose it falls apart and off the pitchfork. I'm just grabbing the top stuff because the stuff underneath it's good. That's super like condensed. It's got like actual dirt in it. This stuff, well, it's just roots and vines and all sorts of junk you don't want. Long. Yeah, you're right. I should put socks on. I have a massive blister on the back of my foot. Move. Move. I'm not coming back. All right, so I'm sorry, guys. I gotta end it here because my parents are out here, and I just, I gotta cut a lot of it. There's like 10 minutes of us just talking. You know how it is. So they're talking about my mom's landscaping right now. So I'll probably upload this, and then I'll post another part of me actually completing the work, because it's a lot of work, and B, I don't even think it's really that much worth it to keep on camera and not just do it in like a couple parts, you know. All right, so I'll see you guys later.